Let's take a quick look at some examples of Google Slides so you can get an idea of how to use these in the classroom. I've pulled a few primary grade examples. I think taking a look at these you could see how you can manipulate it to fit your grade level. This is a kinder example to show me 3 plus 2, and they can grab the bears and pull those in. The next example is an author study, and it is completely embedded with videos. You do have to teach the kids when they're not in presentation mode how to click on videos to make sure that they play. Occasionally I find I have to double click them. You can see here there are all kinds of videos, questions. Now this was created for a classroom, but you could spread this out on different slides and they would be able to answer. And by the way, you have the ability to add audio to a slide deck, so you can record yourself giving instructions. Let's take a look at the next one. This is a first grade math mixed review. There is a video to watch, and then they move on down and use these symbols to say greater than, less than, or equal to. So let me see here if I can click on my item. You want to teach kids to make sure that when they click on an item, they look for that cross, and as soon as they have the cross, they are able to move that around the screen. Moving on, we have a fiction versus nonfiction, and it's just simple videos, and then it looks like they're going to explain the differences. This is a fun one where you can create an emoji, and I've used this with Teacher PD. Come in and pull that in, and then have students write about themselves here in this box. Here is a Dr. Seuss exploring characters, and the video has the book read to them. And then we move on down and it asks them to pick videos to watch. This one uses Seesaw to talk about the characters, something you could certainly do. We apply that, show what you know, match the character to the book. So they would grab these characters out here and drag them where they go. This is sight words. Let me go back to the beginning. We have sight words, videos again to watch. We move on down. They're going to read the words along with the video and then read the words 3 times. When we put this in presentation mode, and this is something you want to consider when you're teaching your kids how to do all of this, they automatically are able to play those videos and then move on and follow the directions. So most of the time in the classroom we just work straight here in the editing mode, but just know that they can view in presentation mode as well. You can provide students with informative slide decks that you can then have them do something with. This one is all about Arctic foxes, and it's just got videos about Arctic foxes. Moving on, this is a character study. Simple sorting. This one's got the same things on different slides so that they can be sorted in different ways. Winter poetry is a fun one, and I know that there are other versions, not just winter. There's a spring and a Halloween. They're going to copy and paste the basic words onto an empty slide deck to make a poem. And I can copy that and come here and paste that and move it around to make my winter poetry. Here is a math example, and there are some instructions here. They would solve a problem visually, another way, tell a story using the problem, and draw a cartoon or a doodle, and then they could upload an image there. And finally, I think this is one of my all-time favorites by Eric Kurtz. It's One Fish, Two Fish, and there are some instructions there. Remember that you can embed audio. And then I've been playing with this one. You can see where I've already sorted some. They drag the fish in and put them where they go. So let me get my one blue fish here, one red fish, and this one is red and 1. And it starts out simple and we move on and they get much more difficult, even to the point of you deciding how these are categorized. And so you can see here, it's pretty amazing. You could use this as is, take slides that you wanted to use, and take this concept to build other slide decks. I hope this got some ideas circulating in your mind. If I have any templates that you want, just let me know. You'll find a lot in the Resources tab. Now let's get going on creating some slides.